Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are clearly not in the same setting as usual, and that is because in today's video we are going to be washing our makeup brushes. Now when it comes to washing your makeup brushes, there are tons of different ways that you could do it. It all depends on personal preference, but ultimately the most important thing is that we do wash our makeup brushes. Now it may seem like a tedious chore to do, but it is really beneficial. Washing your makeup brushes regularly can prevent breakouts, and it helps with a smoother application of your makeup. If you ever feel like your makeup wasn't coming out as good as it could be, try washing your makeup brushes. If you feel like you keep having these little breakouts, especially around your contour areas, things like that, wash your makeup brushes. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys two different methods that I use to wash my makeup brushes. So the method that I used to use involves two products that we all probably have at home, and it is dishwasher soap and olive oil. And all you need is your hand or a plate. The second method that I use now involves baby shampoo, which I prefer so much more just because with the dish soap and oil method, sometimes if your measurements aren't right, you might get a little bit too much oil in your mixture, and that oil will stick into your brushes, and you'll feel that even though your brush feels dry, there's still like that oiliness inside your brush, and I don't like that. I feel like it messes with your makeup, and I feel like the oil in there could lead to breakouts, so I just opt for the baby shampoo now. And I recently picked up this Sigma brush cleaning mat with 7 different types of textures, which are ideal for really getting into your brushes. So there is a face brush side, a eye brush side, and a drying side as well. So that's my second method that I'm going to be using today, and let's get into it. So when it comes to washing my makeup brushes, this is usually my setup. So I start off with my brush holders, my baby shampoo, my dish detergent soap, my olive oil, my plate, and a towel to place my wet brushes on. So for the first method, I always start off by taking the plate, adding a little bit of the dish detergent soap, and then adding a dollop of the olive oil. And here I just wanted to point out that it is helpful to use an object that has like a rigid surface, just so that it can really help get into your brush and get all that dirt out, as opposed to just using a flat surface, but you can still use your hand and it will work exactly the same. When I wash my makeup brushes, I begin by wetting the brush a little bit, dipping it into the mixture, and then I start working the brush into my hand to really start getting all that makeup out. Then I do the same thing under the water, rinse it out, make sure you get all of the water out, and that's it. Your brush should be good as new. It is usually recommended that you dry your brushes upside down, but I lay mine flat on a towel to dry because I have a lot of them and I haven't experienced any problems yet, so that's how I do it. And here I just want to show you guys the same technique but with an eye brush. So once again, I'm going to run it under some water, mix it in the mixture, and here you can see all that nasty makeup and stuff coming out. I'm going to start working it into my hands, and then once again under the water, squeeze out any excess, and you are good as new. So for the second method, I'm going to go ahead and grab the mat and place it right underneath the drain. And it's going to be the same process as before. I'm going to go ahead and wet my brush. I'm going to place my mixture onto the mat, and in this case, I'm just using baby shampoo. Work my brush in, and then turn the water on and rinse my brush under the rinse side, and keep working it in as many times as I need to get all that foundation out, because that brush is super dense. Then once I'm done rinsing it, I'm going to go ahead and work it into the refined side just to really get in that as well. And I'm just going to continue that process for every single brush. Now, if you follow me, then you know this brush. This is probably my most used eye brush. So it's this dual-ended IT Cosmetics brush, and even though it's an eye brush, it's the same exact step. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse both sides, put the baby shampoo mixture on the wash side, run them both through that, run them both through the water and the rinse side, pass them through the refined side, and we are done. So as you can see, either one of these methods really work. There's pros and cons to each. I really like using the baby shampoo because it leaves my brushes super soft, and I never feel that oil residue that could be left from the first mixture. But one of the pros of the oil and dish detergent mixture is that it really helps to get out the makeup. As we're about to see in this clip, the baby shampoo wasn't really able to get all that concealer out of this brush, but once I dip it into the oil and soap mixture, it took it out like instantly. So when it comes to washing my beauty blender, I use the same exact mixture as the first method, a little bit of dish soap, a little tiny bit of olive oil, and then I coat the beauty blender in it all the way, and I really start trying to work it and really try to push out all that makeup that's inside. And this really gets activated once you start running it under the water, and you'll see all of that like brown come out. And that's it. You just keep going in a couple more times. I find that with this Morphe sponge, it is a little bit harder to clean than the original Beauty Blender, but you just go in a couple more times until you get all of that out, and it is all clean water coming out of the sponge. And once you do all that, you are basically done. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and were able to find some useful tips out of it. Please let me know down below if you guys do anything different or you do these steps as well. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.